"Fourscore and 7 years ago, our forefathers brought forth..."
We've all heard this before, but do you know what a score is? A score is 20. So how many years is 7? 87 years. But a score doesn't have to refer to years. You could have a score of anything, like a score of pencils or a score of pizzas. A score is just a certain amount. Like a dozen is always 12, whether it's a dozen eggs or a dozen skateboards. The mole is a unit used in chemistry to express a certain amount of atoms or molecules. The work of Avogadro implied that it's important to be able to compare equal numbers of atoms or molecules. Eventually, chemists figured out a specific number that allows them to compare equal amounts of particles, and they named the number after Avogadro. Like a score or a dozen, a mole always represents the same amount. A mole is Avogadro's number of items, which is 6.02 times 10 to the 23rd. Avogadro's number is so large because atoms are so small. This spoon contains about a mole of silver atoms. Determining the number of moles in a sample involves finding its mass. First, consider this analogy. Golf balls are heavier than an equal number of ping-pong balls. So, substances with the same number of particles can have different masses. The periodic table shows the atomic mass of each element. Since a mole always contains the same number of atoms, the mass of 1 mole of an element is equal to its atomic mass in grams. So, 1 mole of helium is 4.003 grams, and 1 mole of calcium is 40.08 grams. The mass of 1 mole is called the molar mass of an element. You can measure the mass of a substance and find the number of particles based on its atomic mass. Since the mass of this spoon is close to the molar mass of silver, I know the spoon contains approximately a mole of silver atoms. What about compounds? How do you find the mass of a mole of something like carbon monoxide? You add the molar mass of each atom in the molecule. So, the molar mass of carbon monoxide is 28.010 grams. What is the molar mass of carbon dioxide? The molar mass of carbon dioxide is 44.010 grams.